What's up everyone, today we're going to be taking a look at the Kiwi Design RGB vertical stand and the comfort battery Headstrap. This is the SPC version. So I'm going to quickly unbox this one and then we'll come back around and show you the vertical stand as well. So very nice packaging, has the product on the front, product name on the side, as well as a bit about the product on the back and what comes inside the box as well. So opening it up, very nice packaging indeed. On the inside here you've got the installation instructions. And then here, make things better. So there we have the cable clip. Let's quickly open this up. So inside you also have user manual. Inside we have the main product itself. So quite a long lead, single point charging, battery indicator on the back there. There doesn't appear to be any switch on, switch off button with this head strap. So as soon as it's plugged in, it's always on by the looks of things. You can rotate these and they have quite a slotted rotation as opposed to, increments. Well, this is increments as opposed to, being able to freely move it around. Has a bit about the product there. And here you have the padded back and the padded top as well. So, and you also have, I believe it's like a microfiber cloth, can't get my words out today. There you go, and it's branded with Kiwi Design on it. So on the back here you do have indicators right and left, which then I just got the wrong way around. Got this the wrong way around. There you go. And they should just slot in and click usually. There you go. And then that won't come out. And it does seem like this is all Velcro on the back as well. So they might end up bringing out different paddings, who knows. Could be an option for them, especially as it's Velcro because it's already changeable. So I've already removed all the parts from my Quest. If you're not too sure how to do this, there's plenty of videos online. Your facial cover, you push down on it and pull off. It's quite sturdy, but it does feel flimsy. These things on the side, with the original strap, it just pulls off as well. Then what you want to do is line these up. There you go, and that's all slotted in. And afterwards what you want to do, we'll sort out the cable management in a second. Very long Velcro strap on this one. So you'll see a bar here on your Quest. You want to feed it through that. This can sometimes be quite finicky to do. And what you want to do is grab your interface and try your best to slide it back on. This is when you have to lift the padding up just a little bit. There you go, just click it in by the nose. If you push by these bits, you can risk damaging your glasses spacer, and you obviously don't want to do that. That's it, it's back into place. Then just attach your wire. It's automatically turned on, and you could hear the indication of the Quest charging. There you go, the light's on. You just want to squeeze the cable into one of them. There you go. That squeezes in there, nice and snug. There you go. I'll adjust that a little bit more, obviously. You can mess around with it to make it a little bit more pushed in there. And that's that. It's all installed. So let's quickly unbox the RGB stand. Again, very nice packaging from Kiwi. Shows you all the different headsets that you can take on the back. Apart from the Pro, it doesn't show you the Pro. What's inside the box, warranty, loads of other little bits. Again, nice box. Can't complain about the packaging. Shows you on the top here how to set it all up, make things better. Just a normal card this time. Inside here we have, okay, the top part and the instruction manual. There you go. And also the charging magnet, USB-C port. So depending on how you're charging it, if you're using this as a normal stand, you would just keep that on. With whatever headset you're using, you just keep that on, charge it on the side. But if you are using it with the SPC stand, you take that off. There you go. So there's the base. It is weighted, so you haven't got to worry about the actual headset toppling it over or anything. It's got quite a bit of weight to that. And that's the back component. And there you go. No back on it. So obviously because the camera is top down, I will show you this in a better view down the bottom. There you go. Nice click. And this bit. Goes on the front. There you go. Very nice. So let's go over my views on the strap and the dock from Kiwi Designs. First, we'll start with the strap with my pros and cons on that, and then we'll work our way down to the dock and go over the pros and cons of that as well. So, with the strap itself, it's got padding on the top here, which is very comfortable, as is the padding on the back there. You've got a nice wire clip, which I found some of them don't have. This one, you know, you can tighten it up here. It goes very tight to the point where if you've got a smaller head, you've got no issues with fitting this on. And again, you just turn the dial the other way to stretch it out, and you can also adjust the Velcro here to take it even further out if you need to. It's very easy to connect, as I showed you down below, and you can lift it up at the front as well if you find that you do that when you play games. Personally for me, I don't. I have found though that there is like a little bit of movement. It didn't affect play or anything, but that is there, and I think that's really so you can move it up and down, but for me, I wish it was a bit stiffer there. But overall, it's very good. You do have an indicator here. The lights have went off, but it is still charging the headset, I believe. Yes, it is still charging the headset, but the lights have went off on the indicator. I wish there was a button to turn it off completely, but at the end of the day, I suppose what they've went for here is convenience. If it's always on, it's always charged. If you can put it on the dock, and then everything's always charged. It has the convenience you plug and play as much as you want. And that's a great thing. For me, it's a very comfortable head strap, and I've really enjoyed using it. And I'd say it's probably one of the best head straps I've used so far on the Quest Pro. It is very comfortable. The weight distribution between the front and the back is probably the best thing. It's not too heavy on the back, which makes the front feel just right as well. It feels like a good weight now when holding it like that. I don't feel like one side's heavier than the other. I feel like both sides are equally as heavy, which is really good. So let's go over how long I got from the actual head strap itself when it was fully charged. So from playing mixed reality, VR, and also watching some apps such as YouTube, big screen, and all that kind of stuff, and browsing the store, I got about 4.5 hours. I do think with not playing mixed reality or sitting in the social apps where it's also using pass-through as much, I think it could have got a little bit longer, say somewhere between 5 to 5.5 hours. But I'd say probably the comfort point of this is probably about 5 hours playtime. So yeah, from a perspective of that, that's great. For me, after about 2.5 to 3 hours, I had enough anyway. I wanted to come out of it. But I pushed it to its limits to see how long I could actually get, and 4.5 was when I got the battery notification down to 1%. So yeah, I do think if you didn't play mixed reality, you could potentially get 5 hours. As for the charging, it did take somewhere between 5 to 10 hours. You know, I left it for charging for 5 hours, then I went to bed and I woke up and it was fully charged. So I'm going to say somewhere probably between 5 and 10 hours. I think it was probably about 8 hours it'll take to fully charge. I can't guarantee that, but so let's say in the rough ballpark of 5 to 10 hours to get it fully charged. From that's also charging this and also the headset itself. So both devices fully charged, I'd say somewhere between 5 to 10 hours. Which, if you play for a whole day, you might not want to jump back in anyway. But I think if you was to jump back in after, waiting about 4 hours, you're still going to get some play time out of it for another hour. But to get it fully charged, I'd say leave it for a good few hours. When you finish playing, you just pop it on the dock. And it will start charging at the back here. Once this is fully charged, you'll probably hear the light go off, the sound go off on the Quest 3 again to say it's charging, even though it's already charging. So with the dock, you can change the colours here. And obviously with it being RGB, there is a ton of colours to go through. And you can also have the one that kind of goes round, so it does every single colour. That's the one I usually keep it on because I think it looks really nice. You have your controllers that easily slot in. If you do have active grips or any kind of grips on your controller, you can still put them in there, but it'll just kind of stick out a little bit more, which isn't an issue unless they stick out a bit more this side. You might find yourself hitting the wire when taking them out. But another great thing about this dock as well is if you don't have this strap and you do have a different strap, you can take this off and it does come with a USB-C ready to plug in to the headset. So you don't need to use it like this if you don't want to. This is purely for anyone that has the SPC strap. So yeah, the dock itself, it's very simple. It looks great. I mean, unless you look at it from the back, then you can kind of see the hollowed out plastic, but who's looking at it from the back? No one. So from the front, it's very sleek. It's a very nice looking design. It's quite a set piece, especially with the Quest on top, because let's be honest, the Quest is a lovely looking headset. And I'm so glad I've got it on display now, as opposed to where I had it before, which was under a desk. So for me, I love it being on a stand. And I love that it's always charged, ready for me to just take off, put back on, play for a few hours and drop back on there. Having that convenience of this stand has really made me enjoy the Quest even more. Just simply because I don't have to keep plugging in wires either to a strap or to the front of the headset. It's always charged to be ready to use, and that's just great. Something I would change. Just a button to turn it off, just because peace of mind sometimes when I'm going out for long periods, I do like everything off. But that's just me. That's not for everyone. You might not be bothered by that. Some people might, which is why I mention it. I highly recommend both of these. I think they're great. I think this is the best way I've had to experience the Quest so far. Having this just so easy to use, it's such a nice experience. So I do think they're worth it, 100%. Lastly, Kiwi Designs did send me out the head strap and the dock to review. As always, this doesn't change my views on the product. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to stick around as I'll be covering more Quest products and also PSVR 2 products. And, I'll continue reviewing the PSVR 2 games as well. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.